Momodu Sow, Major General Richard Adu, Gain, Commandant Kofi Annan International Training Center, Assistant Inspector General of Police Administration Ibrahim Abba, Assistant Commissioner Abdul Razak Usman, Course Director, Kofi Annan International Training Center, Assistant Commissioner of Police International Affairs Unit, Commissioner Jabate, Dr. Remember Mianingi, allow me with the pronunciation of the name, please. Course Facilitator, CSP BQ CC, Course Facilitator, our own Superintendent Usman Koli, for coordinating from the headquarters level, senior police officers here present, our sister forces invited from the immigrations, and other sister forces. I want to say a big good morning to you and welcome to this very important occasion, the opening ceremony of what would be the Child Protection Pilot course. Before we get into the program proper, I want us to take this opportunity just to take a minute and observe our prayers before we get into program proper. Let's take a minute, please. Amen, amen. The Kofi Annan International Training Center, a very distinguished center of training of regional and international standing, has been a center that we, the Gambia, especially the Gambia Police Force, has benefited over the years in our relationship with the center for providing different training opportunities, middle cadre management for police officers and security enforcement officers in the Gambia. And this time, they are here to provide training for child protection courses for our officers. The program would be as follows with the course. On that note, I would just want to allow the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Momodu Sow, to make a welcoming remark. General.
Okay, it's very small.
Yes, this way.
Oh, I can't you look for a bigger one?
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to extend greetings from the Inspector General of Police, who would have loved to be here, but owing to work pressure, we are obliged to share the activities that is going on. And I do come here before you to represent him here. And he did ask me why I'm here, to extend his greetings, well wishes, and ensure all participants of this noble process to be very much versatile in trying to capitalize and get the benefits of everything that is going to take place during this period of your training. Having said that, good morning, Major General Richard Adu, the Commissioner of Police from the Kofi Annan International Peace Training Center, the AIG of Police Operations, Mr. Ibrahim Oba, the course director, senior police and security service personnel attending this very important gathering, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, invited and non-invited guests here present, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. I am deeply delighted to be before you here this morning to witness and be part of this very important ceremony with an armada or a cocktail of various security institutions that are delivering service to our dear motherland. It is imperative to note that a cross section of you are here today to go through all this process, which is a noble one. I want to sincerely thank the Kofi Annan Institute, whose benevolent gesture, and since years back, as far as 2004-5 to 2019, has been giving this particular country's servicemen and women valuable trainings in various disciplines, in various fields, to enhance their capacity. Because we have to recognize that service personnel of all institutions requires a rigorous and continuous training in order to equip them to deliver their service more effectively to those needing. Having said that, it is a course that this time round that has completely changed the types and the dimensions of the various courses that have been observed and given by this noble institution. This time round, I'm made to understand that it has to do with child protection. And if I'm not wrong, all of us occupying this very room, if not 100%, but I want to assume that 90 to 80% of us have children. So being the case, as those who are in the front line to ensure that the rights of the children are observed, protected, defended, becomes a responsibility that no one has to tell us what to do about it. Indeed, it is important to note that children are the most abused in our society, whereas they require maximum protection, support, guidance in order to prepare them so that, because most of us here has took the mantle from our parents from our ancestors, and the list goes on. So we expect our children to take the mantle from us when we have already delivered what is required of us. So in that case, it is imperative that to thank Kofi Annan Training Institute immensely for coming up this time round, because in the past, we've observed and we've gone through so many models of security, policing, the list goes on. But to come up with this very important and very needy and a timely model of child protection is definitely a blessing in disguise, because this is the very key of all that we are yearning for a very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to urge the participants to seriously take this course very serious. and try to equip themselves with everything that is processed here, especially the units that are tasked in protecting children. Notably, I need to understand that most of the security attributes of this country has child protection components among them. And I trust that most of those who are doing that as a particular activity are within this August garden to ensure that they cultivate the capacity that is being shared here. Although being here today does not necessarily mean that you are the best or you are better than your colleagues that you left. But again, as a cautionary, whatever knowledge and expertise that you gain through this process here, please do share. And don't forget that this 21st century, technology has made it very, very interesting for us, where there are host of media outlets that where we can share knowledge, share information, and even transfer skills. Because if I want to count them here, I might spend the rest of the day here trying to count all of them. But in a nutshell, all of us are in the know that there's a host of media platforms that you can utilize to send information, share information, collect information of importance to your day-to-day activity. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Commander, we want to sincerely take this opportunity to thank you and your team for this wonderful capacity building process that you've been conducting years back, and most of them impacted on the very lives of service members, including my very self here, because we were the pioneers that first went into that KIPDC. Commissioner Jabati is here. We went together there around 2004, 2006. And Mr. Cisse there, probably his memory is now fading because he's getting old. Would not even remember we were together there, but I do. So this is an institution that has capacitized and assisted all security organs across Africa to build their capacity to ensure that the right knowledge and expertise is transferred to them so that it can be utilized for a better service delivery system. Once again, remember why you are here is to build your capacity so that you take care of all children. Because we have to put into cognizance that children are the most vulnerable in our society. They are abused, there are pedophiles, there is what we call sex tourism. The list goes on. You can name a host of offenses that have been perpetrated towards our young ones, and they deserve to have a better future, they deserve to have a better life, and they deserve to have a better place and a better living life. So, on that note, it is onus on us to ensure that an enabling environment is given to them so that they can take their rightful position in society. My duty was just to welcome the gathering again, but I can't do that alone without buttressing to why we are here. And during this week, please do concentrate so that the little knowledge that you acquire here, try to share and work with it very effectively. It is not too late or too little to ensure that the needful is being done. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this sincere opportunity to thank the commandant, his team, and his crew for the noble initiative that has been taken to ensure that this time round, all the models that used to be trained in the past come up with a new formula, which is very, very important to our society and very, very important in the deal as well. Once again, Commander, thank you. And thank you for all of you for responding to this call. I know you are serving men and women. You only act when the order is given, and that is who we are. But again, I thank the media also for coming here in numbers, and I implore all of you to be very much insulting towards what you are going to pick here. And please, when you go back, do share. On that note, I welcome everybody to this garden and thank all of you for the participation. Thank you.
Very wonderful welcoming remark of our colleagues from Ghana, Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, for not only continually providing training for us, but this time a very pertinent course of training looking into children, matters and things that affect them. And it's, like he mentioned, it's more than timely that the affairs of the children are looked at, having to have units and departments within the police forces and other security forces within this country where we have child protection unit and having to have those members here to benefit from this training is indeed a milestone in our efforts to fight against violence of children. Thank you very much. And I would now want to call on the commandant, who is the head and the leader of this very important cause here, to institution to make opening statement. Commandant, please.
The media will borrow your stand, okay? We'll borrow your stand briefly.
Thank you so much, Deputy Inspector General. My name is Major General Richard Ado Jan. Okay, so if you miss anything, I think you know Asamoah Jan. So just I share the spelling seems different, but we share the same name. You can call remember Jan, and that's it. Um, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Mamadou Soy. No, put it down. I'm comfortable. Assistant Inspector General Ibrahim Ba, Commissioner of Police in charge of International Affairs Tamara Jabate, my own course director, Assistant Commissioner of Police of the Ghana Police Service, Usman Abdul Razak, course directors, course participants, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I wish to thank all of you for having me on this auspicious occasion of the opening of the Child Protection course, our mobile training course 2024 at the Gambia. I wish to commence my remarks by first expressing my profound gratitude to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Sidi Mukhtar Torre, under whose auspices my team and I have enjoyed such a wonderful hospitality since our arrival in the Gambia. I'm very grateful for the courtesies accorded us. The aim of this course is to provide participants with analytical skills necessary for promoting and understanding child protection concepts. It affords participants the opportunity to acquire basic knowledge on mission-specific situations which are likely to be encountered